Everyone, and welcome to Insider Financial Talk Stocks. My name is Alex Carlson. I will be your host today. I'm the editor-in-chief of InsiderFinancial.com, and in this video, we will recap today's market action and discuss our game plan for tomorrow. But first up, to get our market-moving reports on top small caps, click that link in the description or go to signup.insiderfinancial.com or sign up with your email on any of the pop-ups on InsiderFinancial.com. After you sign up with your email, you can then sign up with your mobile number. Mobile is the fastest way to get our alerts, and it works for all numbers worldwide. Simply enter your country code first, followed by your number. For US and Canada, be 1 plus area code and number. Never begin the format with 0. It will not work. And after you sign up, you'll get a welcome email, which includes a free copy of the Insider Financial Guide to Penny Stocks ebook. Our ebook, our email service, and our text messaging service are all free service from InsiderFinancial.com. We do not run any paid subscription service whatsoever, no Discord rooms or Telegram chat groups. And speaking of reports, we scan the market each and every day in the pre-market. Our afternoon alerts have been on absolute fire. The last two have been big runners for our subscribers. We continue looking for our next one, so make sure you are signed up. And again, it's completely free. Well, guys, the big question on everybody's mind is the stock market going to crash? Is a crash coming? The tape is just absolutely ugly. Today's big sell-off was as a result of Google or Alphabet. Stock was down 9.5%, which is $180 billion in lost market cap. Absolute mayhem. And then we're seeing the futures are weak overnight. Facebook came out with, Meta, they came out with their earnings. It was an earnings beat, $4.39 per share, beat by 76 cents. Revenue of $34.15 billion was up 23% year over year, beat by $700 million. Shares were initially up on this news, but then the market sold off in the after hours after the conference call. Concerns mainly going forward for the next quarter. Guidance was light, and the company actually talked about the Israel-Hamas war in Gaza, and they said that is an overhang, and saw some weakness because of that. That people weren't logging into Facebook and Instagram as much because of what's going on there. Personally, what I want to see in terms of, is the market going to crash? I want to see a big futures down overnight. I want to see when, you come in and we're down, 500, 600, 700, 800 points on the Dow futures, and then the market just has nowhere to go but up. So that has been the best trades. I traded during the great financial crisis, all types of volatility. That is the sign that a market bottom is in. I don't think a market bottom is in. We breaking through. We closed below the 420, which was the critical support level, trading lower in the after hours, as I said. And now we are below both the 50 and the 200-day moving averages. And, quants, trend followers, when they're going to start reversing their positions from being long to being short. And, the markets do trend. I know for those of you mostly trading small caps, penny stocks, but if you look at the overall market, it really is a trending market. And when you identify what that trend is, which is really based off the moving averages, it tells you what side of the trade to really be on. Yes, I trade puts, calls. I'm primarily, 99% of my trading is options based. You can scalp, in buying calls in a bear market, but it's so much easier, in a bear market owning puts. What we saw today, I'll give you an example. I traded Tesla today. And Tesla, really wanted to go higher today. It opened at 215, bounced up to 220. It really wanted to go higher, and then, just once 12 noon came, and then it just started drifting lower, and we saw that in a lot of stocks. NVIDIA pulled back, and it was all, we're getting these afternoon dumps. That's what's happening right now. It's the markets. People just are selling. And they don't want to hold positions overnight. So, you had Bill Ackman cover his Treasury bond short. He made about $200 million. And he said that there's just simply too much risk in the markets right now. You have too much geopolitical uncertainty. You had Leon Cooperman. He's on Fox today, Fox Business with Liz Clayman. He's saying, I don't think a new high is going to be in the markets for 5 to 7 years. It's going to be a tougher market. Recession's coming next year. And, who knows? I try not to think too much long term because, it is, I go by the data, and the data right now is, it's mixed. But, what's going on right now is the Treasury yields continue to climb. I mean, we had a breather last week, pulled back on the 10-year, was above 5%, pulled back to 4.8%, but we got a spike in yields again today. And part of this is too much supply. So that you have a lot of bond issuance by the federal government to fund the deficits, to fund the interest on the debt, and to get people to buy these bonds right now, they have to offer higher yields. So, and it's just a market. It's just the dynamic of the markets. Supply and demand. When the yields come in higher, you can go and buy, like I said, lock up 10%. Your money for. If you want a 10-year Treasury yield and collect 4.9% interest, for the next 10 years. If you look at the historical averages on the stock market, it's been 7 to 8% returns per year. If you can lock in 5%, risk-free, a lot of people are taking that right now. Primarily for me, I'm focused on the shorter end of the curve, the 1 year and 2 year T-bills and Treasury notes. It's a safe place to be for your, big cash. If you're uncertain how the next year or 2 years, and that's what a lot of people are doing right now. A lot of high income, high net worth people, they're just buying short-term treasuries. Because it's just a lot of uncertainty right now. Microsoft had a good earnings report, but it was a red candle. Opened at 345, hit 346. We're at 340 and trading lower in the after hours. So yes, it was a breakout here, but the overall market is concerned. Apple, a lot of negative news out of China. That's one of their biggest market. Accounts for 20% of their business. You have Fox. China's investigating Foxconn because their founder is going to run for president of Taiwan. So, there's just a lot of geopolitical risk going on right now, and that has people on edge. And that's where you got the flight to safety bid. People came back into gold. It was at 18, to begin the month of October 6th, we hit 1823. We're just under 2,000 right now. Bitcoin, that's been the one on fire. As I've been talking about, everyone's getting excited about the Bitcoin spot Bitcoin ETF. I'm not that excited about it. It's just a trade. I have no position in Bitcoin. I didn't make anything on this, didn't play it, but that's what's going on right now. It's going to consolidate up here. A lot of people think it's going higher. I don't know. I've stopped trading crypto last year. So for those that are in Bitcoin, good luck. But coming up tomorrow, we got at 8:30 a.m., we got durable goods orders coming out. We're going to get Q3 GDP. GDP is forecast to accelerate to 4.1% growth during the quarter from 2.1% in Q2. We get initial claims and wholesale inventories. So got some data that's going to really affect the market tomorrow. We're getting also earnings from Honeywell, Keurig, Dr. Pepper, Pepper, PG&E, Northrop Grumman, MasterCard, Amazon, Royal Caribbean, Tractor Supply, UPS, Hasbro, Southwest Airlines, Comcast, Hershey, Intel, Ford Motor. They just announced they tentative deal with the UAW. So if they ratify that, that is a good sign. Get those plants open. Capital One, Chipotle, Enphase Energy. In terms of small caps and penny stocks, news out: Endeavor, EDR. Put this one on your radar. This is controlled by Arian Emanuel. This is the talent agency, Hollywood talent agency. Silver Lake, which is a private equity firm and venture capital, said is working towards making a proposal to take the firm private. The company added is not interested in selling its shares in EDR to a third party and will not entertain bids for assets that are part of the global sports and entertainment firm. The announcement comes after Endeavor launched a formal review to evaluate strategic alternatives for the firm. Silver Lake owns around 71% of the voting power of EDR. Stock closed at $17.72, but we're trading $21.67 in the after hours. Also, looking at NVVE, was up 61%. Again, put these on your radar screen, as potential trades. Remember, trade green, not red. We're not buying any of these names because the momentum is just really not there for you. But NVVE, they announced today, and Bluebird equipment equipped first all-electric school fleet in Texas. The company is a global technology leader accelerating the electrification of transportation through its proprietary vehicle-to-grid platform. And Bluebird is the leader, produce all the manufactures all the yellow school buses that we see on the roads. So they replaced their Martinville Independent School District's diesel fleet with 5 Bluebird Vision electric buses. So this is a big market and certainly one I think can pay attention. The stock's really been beaten up. Insiders own 72% of the company, just a $9.5 million market cap, 10 million share float. I think this one has more upside ahead. So put this on your radar screen. SAVA, SAVA, this one looks to have bottomed. News out today, MRI data suggests it's not associated with amyloid-related imaging abnormalities. Safety finding based on blinded MRI brain data at week 40. ARIA is a known risk factor for amyloid antibody drugs, and the data was presented at the 16th CTAD conference in Boston. So this is positive news. This is one that's been really attacked by the shorts, but you've had a lot of insider buying. Directors have been picking up stock just in August, 1745, 1665. This was in August. Earlier in the year, they were buying at $25. So this one here, I think, has a lot of potential. I said they're putting out a lot of news. I like this comment here. And the short selling, with the news they're making and the short selling that's going on, it can only mean one thing: this drug works, and everyone who's not in is going to lose out. 35% of the float is short, so we could see a major short squeeze in SAVA. Next up is LIAN. I talked about this one last night's video. Out with news again. They announced presentation of data from phase 2A study of Infograb in patients with gastric cancer at ESMO Congress 23. I focused on this one last night. I talked about how they entered an agreement with Bristol Myers Squibb in China and other Asian markets. Big deal, and just a $370 million market cap. That deal with Bristol Myers Squibb was, I think, $320 or $350 million in upfront. I mean, they're trading at just 1.39% cash, no debt. This one is well funded. RSI is a little bit overbought. I said, we can consolidate, but please, this is one to have on your radar screen. Next up is PRPO, another healthcare diagnostic play. Low float, just 1.34 million shares in the float, $11.8 million market cap. Another one, recent insider, this was earlier this year, insider buying. Always look at that. What I like about this is the report, 4.5 million revenues into Q3, double from Q3 2022. 28% revenue increase is major step toward company break even. So, it says here, as we approach a $20 million run rate, we expect our operating cash flow to approach break even. This year will mark a steep but rewarding climb to get the company to where it can stand on its own feet financially, said the CEO. So that's big news, and one to certainly pay attention to. PRPO closed at $8.55, trading $9 in the after hours. Lastly, guys, is PRZO. This was a big winner for us earlier this month. I talked about this one, spiked here all the way to 350, corrected down here to 150. Looks like it wants to run again, just a $6 million market cap. We got, as I said, everyone, they're expanding their collaboration into the defense market for drones. This is an Israeli drone company with everything that's going on in Israel, at the Gaza Strip, with the war with Hamas, possibly Hezbollah getting involved, Iran. It's a mess. I think you're going to see a lot of homegrown Israeli companies. The Israeli military is going to be turning to them for technology. So I think this one, PRZO, is one to have on your radar screen. But other than that, not seeing much else tonight. I will, of course, be scanning pre-market, and if I see anything, I will send out an email or a text, so make sure you are signed up. At InsiderFinancial.com, we put stocks on your radar with potential outsized moves. As I've repeatedly stated, there are always opportunities each day in the markets. The important thing is identifying which stocks to be in to grab that money. The key is trading green, not red. We are looking for those momentum plays that have catalysts. It's all about finding the momentum before it happens and riding that wave. That's what we're doing here at InsiderFinancial.com. And to get our small cap reports, we cover low floats, short squeezes, recent IPOs, biotech FDA plays, AI stocks, EV stocks, lithium stocks. Click that link in the description or go to signup.insiderfinancial.com or sign up on any of the pop-ups on InsiderFinancial.com. No spam. Your info is never shared. Unsubscribe anytime. You can even sign up just to see the level of research we do here at InsiderFinancial.com and unsubscribe. Finally, Insider Financial and I are not investment advisors. This video does not provide investment advice. Always do your research, make your own investment decisions, or consult with your nearest financial advisor. This video is not a solicitation or recommendation to buy, sell, or hold securities. This video is our opinion, is meant for informational and educational purposes only, and does not provide investment advice. Past performance is not indicative of future performance. Thanks for watching. Remember to smash that like button and hit the notification bell to be notified when a new video is uploaded. Have a great Thursday, traders. Bye-bye.